Hello, everybody. Scoon811 here again with another comic book haul. Unexpected haul today. I was at the mall for a good long time with my son. He likes to ride little arcade rides and look at toys and the books at the bookstore and play with Legos. And I stand there trying to keep my sanity and looking at things on eBay that I can't afford. And I thought I would try to find some comics on the cheap. There's a store in the mall called Nostalgia Store. It deals with old movie posters, magazines, comics, anything from back in the day that people might want to collect. Their comics are usually way overpriced, but every so often I'll poke my head in and see if I can find something. Usually can't, but today we went in there, and for the first time that I've seen, they had a discount bin. Books $1 and under. Well, that's right in my price range. So I thumbed through there and came away with some pretty good stuff. No key issues, no first appearances or anything like that, but some definitely stuff I didn't expect to be bringing home today. So let's get to it. See what we got here. First thing we got, Atlas Comics, Tales of Evil #2, featuring the Bog Beast. Atlas Comics, of course, started by Martin Goodman after he was fired from Marvel Comics. Ran for about a year in the 70s. I want to say it was like 75 maybe. And anytime I find these Atlas Comics, I pick them up. I'm trying to put together a run of the whole line of books, slowly but surely. So a couple more books towards that goal. These books are not in great shape. They're all like good. Maybe very good, but more accurately good. I got The Grim Ghost #1. Again, in good shape. You see the bags are all beat up. I got to put new bags and boards on these. But I know I don't have this one. I might have the whole run of Grim Ghost now. I think there are only 4 issues. So I think I have that whole thing. I'll have to look. And then Phoenix, the Protector #4. So yeah, a couple nice books. There's a big X marked on this one, but that's fine. None of these are going to be greatly valuable, so just cool little books to have. Then I found something I didn't expect at all to be in there. Marvel's What If #28. What if Daredevil became an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.? And that's Frank Miller art. I'll have to look this up, see if it's worth anything. I paid $1 for it. I get that story, and then I got a Ghost Rider story in there. What if Ghost Rider were separated from Johnny Blaze? Always collect stuff with Ghost Rider on it, so cool book. Glad to find that for $1. It's in really good shape. I put it in very good shape. 1981 comic. Then I came away with Flash #53. Flash and Superman racing yet again. Dan Jurgens cover. I love this cover. I just love Dan Jurgens as Superman. That is when I picture Superman in my mind's eye, it's Dan Jurgens drawing him. It's just what I grew up with. It's great. I'm happy to get this. I paid 50 cents. Good book. I got one more What If. What If #29. What if the Avengers defeated everybody? What if the Avengers defeated everybody? What would they do? I don't know. We'll find out. I didn't really thumb through this one. This could be missed. This one, a few I didn't really look at too closely. It was 75 cents. Could have big coupons cut out for all I know. There's crayons in the center, but I don't know. Cool cover. Happy to have it. Then we got, now this I was excited to find. Time Warp from DC Comics, their Dollar Comics line back in the 80s. This was an anthology series. I have a couple issues of this. I think I have #1 and 4. Always rotating. The short stories, different creative teams, really talented people. Got Howard Chaykin in this issue, Gil Kane, Steve Ditko, Joe Orlando. Just good stuff, you know. I paid $1 for it. Not bad getting a book for the same cover price that it was in 1980. So that's a fun thing to find. Then I found, they always have comic book sets there, and they're usually way overpriced. But they had these two, and I snatched them up. I was surprised. From Topps Comics in the 90s, The Lone Ranger and Tonto, 1 through 4 for $1. This book was really acclaimed, I remember, in the 90s. This showed up in, like, the Wizard must-read section, I remember, and I remember always trying to find it at conventions if I was on the lookout for it on the cheap. And years later, found it for $1. Timothy Trumaine art. Joe Lansdale wrote it. I'm looking forward to adding this to the read pile. My ever-growing read pile. I've got to sit down and read these things. I need to, like, get laid up with, like, a sprained ankle or something like it's just justify me doing nothing for a day and I can just read. I'll get there one of these days. And then I found a Nexus miniseries, Nexus Alien Justice from Dark Horse 1 through 3 for $1. Steve Rude art. I love Steve Rude's art. I have read a handful of issues of Nexus, but always like random issues. Never really know what the heck's going on. I know it's got a big cult following. So I'm excited to get a miniseries here. I'm looking, this should be good stuff to read. And then my big find of the day, get these out of the way, was not at the Nostalgia store. I went to Barnes & Noble with the kid. He's playing with things, and I, of course, cruised the cheap book section. And I found a book that they had for a year or two now that was always a $40 book, and I would always thumb through it and think that'd be a good thing to have, but I can't spend $40 on a book. And sure enough, today it showed up in the discount section for $7. Coffee table book, Superheroes, about the history of superheroes. I'm not quite center here. Let me get you over a little bit. History of Superheroes, based on the PBS miniseries from a few years ago that was really good. Highly recommend you check that out if you have any interest in superheroes. Of course you do, because you're watching this. Just a cool book. I mean, just history, lots of photos, lots of good quotes and interviews and facts, and just cool stuff. And for $40, I couldn't pull the trigger, but for $7, oh man, I'm excited. I got this. I've already been thumbing through it here, and good stuff. All in all, got all that good stuff for about under $20. I think I paid like $18 when all said and done. So, good day. Okay, that's all I got today, everybody. Thanks for watching. I know I've got some views out there. A few thumbs up, a few likes, a couple comments. Thanks, everybody. A few subscriptions. Thank you. Appreciate it. Keep watching. I'll keep making them. Thank you.